All right. So welcome. This is week, what are we in? Week 5, I believe. Week 5. And this video is just sort of the week overview. So let me share my screen and we'll take a look at what we have going on this week. So you can see here, same quiz. You know, there's the basic terms. So there's the quiz like normal. We've got a handful of activities that are due. And so 5122, which is right here. This is where you're going to, do a drag and drop of definitions, whatever order you think they're supposed to be in. And so, of course, hopefully by this point, you know how to do that because we've seen that in other activities. And then we've got 2 packet tracers, another activity, and a lab. So the first packet tracer activity is this one, client interaction. So you're going to observe the communication between the client and the server. And so you'll be using the simulation mode in Packet Tracer, which we experimented with previously. And so you'll set it to be specifically, you're going to be listening for certain kinds of traffic, in this case, the HTTP traffic type, which is the protocol that we use for websites. And then you're going to make a request from the client, and then you'll get to observe, oh, I don't know what I clicked on there. I clicked the back button. You'll make the request from the client, and then you'll be able to observe the behavior on the server and describe that. So what you will turn in will be a picture of the PDU, your protocol data unit, to demonstrate that you successfully performed an HTTP attempt from the client into the server, and that you're able to capture that and watch that in the simulation mode. And then you have another activity, 5223, and I couldn't have that one preloaded because it can only have one of these here, but 5223, I guess I could have done a new tab. Maybe next time I'll remember that. And again, similar, another drag and drop where you're going to define the terms. Then you've got a lab and another packet tracer. So here's our other, here's the lab. And then you do not need to install any new software, whether you are on a Linux or a Mac or a Windows machine. This should also work for those of you who may have a Chromebook, which is a form of Linux. You should be able to perform these same commands through a command prompt. And so then you'll answer these questions and, of course, turn that in for this lab. Again, you don't need to install any software. This is just something that you'll be able to do and then answer the questions. And then, of course, as you answer these questions, this should be your work. If you use online resources to help you, don't copy and paste because you will get a 0 for that. That's called cheating. But you can use online resources as a reference, but then you need to internalize it, rephrase it, put it in your words so that it's clear that you did the work and that you understand what is happening there. And then lastly is another packet tracer activity. And again, this one is also observing web traffic, but in a more complex network instead of just a single server and a single client that are talking directly to each other. Well, now you have this intermediary where you need to be able to go through the internet and connect to a different network outside of your intranet. And so it's a very similar activity, but there is some more complexity to it. So for this one, you'll do these, do it, and then you'll take a picture having completed that PDU for this complex PDU between these connection types. So those are the activities for this week. You do have next week will be our midterm. So there are no new assignments for next week other than the midterm. You'll have the whole week beginning on Monday, so Monday through Friday to work on the midterm. And next week's video, I'll describe that a little bit more for you in terms of preparation and things to be aware of. So those are the activities for this week. Again, Chapter 5, IT 280. And until next time, aloha.